I got my pops with me.
Gilbert, Midnight Magic, Power Stroke, a.k.a. Chocolate Thunder.
And we're here watching the UFC Fight Night. What's her? It's Jessica Andrade and
Andrade.
Yeah.
Versus Aaron. It's so bad that
Aaron Blanchfield.
Blanchfield. That shit, man. We're gonna be horrible on this one.
But she actually fought that one. What is that? The meatball. The one girl that be with Patty the Baddie dominated her in the first round. Crucifix. Put her in the crucifix, dominated her until I think she submitted her, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, she with a Kimura. But that's what she's mostly known for, right? So she's definitely mostly known for her ground game. So it'll be interesting to see how she deals with Jessica Andrade's pressure and wrestling. And see who gets to take down.
What's going on, Alec?
Yeah.
Man, we doing good, just watching the UFC fights. Hopefully you doing good as well. What's going on, Todd? Mr. Todd. I like that name.
His name Todd. Yeah, we're gonna man, let's talk about a couple of things, what's going on in the world right now, in the world of MMA.
Hold on, before you start, I think, am I tripping, or does it look like his foot is getting swollen?
I'm pretty sure he's been kicking the hell out of it. Anyway, yeah, so we're watching the fights live too, right? So we got we got the black guy versus the white guy. Right? Neither one of these guys, like I watched the big guy fight before, but man, he looks so bad. All those muscles. That's definitely not good for MMA. It's not good for MMA.
You said don't sleep on Aaron. To be honest, I think if they get to the ground, I think she'll win. Obviously, Jessica Andrade, she got more of the knockout power. If I had to bet, I would definitely put my money on her.
Yeah, I'm going with Jessica Andrade just because, like, I know championship experience there, so I feel like she's going to be very well prepared for what Aaron is going to bring.
Sweet. We're all good? Yep, sweet. Yeah, no, this is the worst performance I've ever seen. Yeah, man, like, the dude, what's his name? I don't know his name. His first name, Knight, but I know his last name is Knight. Yeah, he just stood there and, like, threw no punches and just took leg kicks. And every time he'll take a leg kick, he's just, he think he too cool. He think he too, I eat those. You eat those until you can't.
Yeah, I'm thinking, like, in his mind, he kept waiting for the right opportunity to explode, either with a strong punch or a takedown. But it gets to a point. See, this is what happens in a fight. You, like, start to settle, and you settle, and you settle, and then it's hard to pull the trigger. You will have to go into the fight, ready to fight. You set the pace, go. Because when you start relaxing, then that trigger gets further and further and further away from you. Especially when your opponent starts to pick up the pace, he's supposed to build confidence, and you taking damage.
Yeah, it's not the smartest way to go.
So yeah, man. So I'm pretty sure the other guy, the white guy, won. So
let me pull up the fight so we know who's
the fight card.
Yeah.
That would make sense. It would make sense for me. Like, here's the thing, man.
Well, here's what the fight should have been. Because the fights, they were supposed to be, the main event was supposed to be Corey Sandhagen and what's his name? Corey Sandhagen and, what's his name?
That's a jiu-jitsu guy. My mind is on jiu-jitsu.
Vera. No. Cheeto. Yeah.
Cheeto.
Yeah, there we go. It's a Cheeto.
Yeah, Cheeto. Yeah. See, yeah.
I think they just put something together real quick. It was like, we got to do something real quick. So,
is this the fight card?
Yeah, that is. That's in the co-main event. The Punga guy. He's actually he's the one that got knocked out by Kamaru Usman's brother Muhammad. Which, what gym does he? Because obviously Kamar Usman, he trains up in
Denver.
Well,
I think Kamal Usman's training in Florida for the fight against Leon Edwards, because we really haven't seen him in Denver.
Well, I'm talking. My bad. I meant
his
to
brother,
say, yeah.
his brother. Did the middle fight happen already?
Yeah, he lost.
Damn.
Why?
I like Miller. That's an OG right there.
He was an NFL player. Yeah, he was. He's a big. I mean, I went to this gym out in Denver. It's called Genesis, and we go up there sometimes and get some sparring. And he happened to be there. I mean, he's a big boy. He is a big boy.
Damn, that's sad.
How
did Miller lose?
Wait, hold on. Did Punga? I think Punga. I think did he used to? I know he used to play college football too. I don't know if he made it to the NFL.
All these big guys are former NFL players. Some, if not NFL, college. Like, when you're that size, you are built to play football. It just so happens a lot of times.
Unless you take a little TRT.
Yeah, unfortunately, some guys just don't make it to the level they want to make it to. So they'd be like, you know what? I'm still an athlete. I'm still competitive. I'm maybe young. I'm going to transition over to MMA. It seems like what people do.
All right. Who's the next fight? What is the next fight?
Oh, man. I'm mad. I'm really, really hurt. Yeah, so what do you think about
oh, God.
Mike Chandler versus Conor McGregor for the Ultimate Fighter?
Yeah, y'all tell us that. Yeah, how y'all feel about that one?
Yeah,
in my opinion, I think that's probably the best. Oh, that he's from Syndicate. Oh, you see John Wood in the back.
He's a black belt. Interesting.
I did not know that. They throwing out black belts anywhere. I swear. Yeah. See. Okay. Yeah. Punga was I hope I'm saying his name right. Okay. He was an NFL player. So I think Kamar Usman just played college ball. I mean, Muhammad Usman played college ball. I think he may have got on the practice. Either way, they both play football. Ex-football players.
Yeah, that's a battle to the end. But the great 155 one. Okay. Good for him. Good for him. He beat a legend.
Jamal Pungus. Yeah, he was out of Syndicate. I don't know. I didn't really see too much on him on the ground. Maybe because I was training myself. But I mean, from when I did see him, he was just on the feet. Even his last fight was standing. He won on the Contender Series. I thought it was a good win, but was it because he was on the Contender Series twice. He was on the Contender Series twice, and the first time I don't think Dana White said that he didn't really enjoy his performance, and the second time,
you got to give it
the second time they kind of had to give it to him because
2 fights and 2 wins, even if they're not the most exciting fights, it was still 2 wins. So you got to give him a contract.
Yeah,
you bring the guy back and you know what you're getting.
Yeah.
So it's interesting because you don't see a lot of heavyweights that are black belts. A lot of times they just like to bang, unless they're Brazilian. Then they come in there with a black belt.
Okay, hold on. You said Alec. You said the easiest matchup for Conor McGregor
with the biggest name.
I don't know, man. Because Michael Chandler, he's a little bit of a dog. I know he's been put away by
Justin Gaethje and Dustin Poirier.
Nah, he didn't get put away by Justin Gaethje.
No, you're right. It was a decision.
Yeah, right. I mean, and I thought, to be honest, if
but Charles, it was
Charles Oliver. But in my honest opinion, I think if Chandler didn't make that one mistake on letting Dustin Poirier get to his back, I think he might have had that one through Bronx.
Honestly,
I don't think Chandler is technically good at anything. I think he's just a dog, and he just go out there.
No, I mean, no, he's a wrestler. He's a D1.
Yeah, but he doesn't really show it. I haven't seen. He's like Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje is a wrestler too. But
it was funny because he took Justin Gaethje down, but then Justin Gaethje was able to scramble and actually get on top. I believe that this is going to be a tough fight because of how fast. I think Michael Chandler is going to be the faster one. I think Conor McGregor is going to be the more precise one. With that said, the fact is, Conor McGregor haven't fought in a long time. That may come into play. And honestly, I don't think Conor McGregor is going to be fighting anytime soon because he's still not in the testing pool with USADA. So he's still got to have 6 months.
I think they're doing this just to give the fans something while we wait for his return.
Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, for the Ultimate Fighter, for people that don't know, I was in the Ultimate Fighter. I did 2 seasons of the Ultimate Fighter, season 17 and season 25. One with John Jones and one with
That's funny. He said he's going to strike with Conor. He's dumb. I mean, he may want to give the fans what we all want to see.
Nah, he's gonna. Hopefully, I don't know. You're right because he should mix it up. But like for the Ultimate Fighter, I think this is the best matchup for coaches for the Ultimate Fighter show to get some good ratings. This is gonna be on the ESPN, not the ESPN Plus, not the off channel. This is gonna be on the big ESPN channel. Yeah. So they're trying to bring some hard ratings. The only problem I have with it is where do you go from there? You bring in your biggest star and put him on the Ultimate Fighter. I feel like that's almost the death of the Ultimate Fighter. Because anything after that is going to be so below that. Like, they shot so high with it. So, I don't know.
Today, guys, if you guys have a quick second, go ahead, follow my YouTube page. It's Shakur the Bag. Follow the gym YouTube page, Victory MMA. Also, you can follow us on Facebook as well, Instagram, Shakur the Bag for me. Respectfully, Gilly.
Yeah. And you're right.
Gilly. Gilly.
And you're right. They already start filming. So I heard a rumor about the Ultimate Fighter. I heard it's going to be like it's half like old UFC vets, like the season I did, like the redemption season, and the other half new people. Which, if that's true, that'd be super dope. That'd be super dope. I would like to see the mix of like some fresh blood, also with some vets that's trying to make it way back into the UFC. So we see how this gonna go. Who was on this card, man? So we got these.
We got one more. Well, this is the Coco main event.
Yeah,
the Coco.
This is the feature fight.
He said it's true, Alec. It's true. Well, then, if that's the case,
it's true. Oh, thank you, man. Yeah, I think that's pretty dope. I would like to see what vets they got for the show. That'd be interesting. Actually, I want to know what weight division they're doing. You know that?
I know they ain't doing 135. I know that.
That'd be interesting to find out what weight division you're doing. So, I'm excited also. Let's talk about the future here. What do you think about the John Jones versus Ciryl Gane fight?
Which we will be streaming for that fight as well. So
that's the one I want to stream. That's the one. Because right now, no offense to Jessica Andrade and the other chick, this ain't the biggest card. So, like, almost, there's not a lot of people watching it.
Unless you're a real MMA fan, which I'm guessing you guys are.
Yeah.
So unless you're a real MMA fan or UFC fan or just, you just love the sport, then you'll probably be watching this because, I mean, it's a Saturday night. I think the only thing that's going on is the All-Star game, which, I don't know who really pays too much attention to that anymore.
Yeah, I mean, the dunk contest used to be the thing, and I think that even died out.
I think they're taking that out. They're not taking it out. I think they should because it's like because I was watching Shannon Sharp Undisputed and he was talking about how guys were missing like 10 dunks.
Yeah.
So many dunks have already been done. There's no names in the dunk contest, so it's like
what they should do. They should go to each hood, each city, and bring out the best dunkers that you never heard about.
Damn, that's something different. Yeah, I heard something new.
Remember the great hit Kid O'Malley? I thought that was really close. He's on tough this season.
That's where he should have started.
Oh wow! So what they doing in 135 then? Maybe 135, 145. I could see they probably doing 145 because like 145 seems kind of dead. Like they probably need some new blood into the 145-pound division. I think the 135-pound division is kind of lit, but that's interesting.
Also, guys, I just want to throw out a little something. I do have a fight coming up March 24th. For Fury FC. at 135. So I always like to watch. It's at 135. So being a 135er, I do like to see or watch guys at the top level at 135, just because I always have that that competitive nature of like I feel like I can compete with those guys at the top level. So not only that, I don't know, in my head I always put like a hit on guys that I feel like can be my potential or future opponents.
Speaking of competition, we just competed in a IBJJF tournament in Atlanta. What's your take on that, man? How'd you feel about that tournament?
I felt like it was a good experience. I won my first match, lost my second one.
I did the same. Won my first, lost my second.
But I really do believe I could have done better. Of course, we all can do better. But no, it was a good experience. Good experience seeing different guys, high level guys going against people not just in the United States, but it was an international tournament. So we had guys from like Brazil, France, all around the world, Mexico.
Yeah, the guy I lost to was from Brazil, of course. Freaking Brazilian and Brazilian jiu-jitsu competition. But yeah, man, it was definitely a lot of fun for me to compete again with you, and also with the gi competition too. So that's always fun. All right, to see how the big boys do it.
6'3", 6'4", 266, 249 and a half, 79-inch reach.
All right. You never know what you're going to get with heavyweights. You never know you're going to be like, it's going to be a banger or it's going to be a snooze fest.
Do you agree that Alec, do you agree that all this talk of number one pound for pound is a waste?
Being that John Jones comes back. Right, we mentioned John Jones and then we never talked about him. But, well, I did. That's a good question. At the end of the day, I think if John Jones, what does that really mean in the grand scheme of life, the grand scheme of fighting? I don't know. It's just a title. I do think pound for pound means you can be successful in multiple weight classes. Alex, great guy, great fighter, legend. He was successful because he did fight early on in his career in other weight classes. I don't know. And John Jones moving up to the heavyweight. But if he moves up to heavyweight and become a champion there, then I think that solidifies him as
after a long layoff.
Yeah, I think that solidifies him pound for pound. But what does that mean? I mean, I don't know. It's another little title people like to have, and it sells tickets, I guess. Pound for pound champion.
And don't forget, guys, you guys can buy a pair of my actual fight gloves that I fought in and fight shorts on my page. If you scroll down, it should have that link to where you guys can get connected with that. So don't forget about that. But so we got the fight going on right now, heavyweights.
Good job, good slip.
Did he just acknowledge his slip?
Yeah, he did. He was like, all right, good head movement. I mean, usually heavyweights don't have head movements.
Oh, I think he may have caught him.
You see how he's leaning forward? He's leaning forward and not heavy on his lead leg. I think he's going to be pulling a little bit more.
Yeah. So the shirt isn't actually up on Millions, but because we just got to get a couple more shorts in stock. But definitely the gloves and the shorts are on Millions.
But if you want a shirt though, you just slide in his DMs on Instagram.
We have a couple more, but in the sizes are kind of limited. So whatever we have, hopefully we have the right size for you.
Yeah, just slide in his DMs. Shakur the bag.
Yeah.
02, right?
Yeah. Shakur the bag 02. That's my Instagram. If John Jones comes out of retirement or comes out and beats Cyril Gane 3 years off. Yeah. No, I mean it's been close to me, in my opinion.
I mean it's close. Yeah, it would definitely be close for sure. If he loses, then that's a whole other conversation.
Even if he loses, I mean, in my opinion, he's still the GOAT. Nobody has done what he's been able to do.
So the question is, if he loses, and let's say you take him off the GOAT status, then who would be the GOAT?
No, there is no GOAT.
Yeah, it would have to be him.
The only reason why, because MMA.
GSP?
Nah, because GSP been knocked out.
No, but GSP, he beaten anybody that beat him.
I don't care.
So
He's been knocked out. John Jones ain't never been. Has he even been? Has John Jones even been dropped? No, John Jones.
He's been stunned by
No, he's been.
Alexander Gustafsson.
But he's never been dropped.
But the question,
like his butt never touched the canvas.
But the question is, if you lose this fight, that means, maybe he didn't get finished. I don't know. But if you lose this fight, that means he got a real loss on his record. GSP avenged all his losses, and GSP went up a weight class and got that belt. The question, I think there's a little discussion.
That was a nice front kick. Got him.
But what about Khabib? Khabib never lost.
No, that's what he said. A lot of people say Khabib. I was also going to put... Yeah, I like Khabib, but I think he's a great fighter. Do I think he should be in the Hall of Fame already? No.
Yeah. I think Hall of Fame should be like... you know what the Hall of Fame is about if you retire? I think Khabib fully retired. Like, if you put him in the Hall of Fame...
I don't care if he retired or not. I still wouldn't put him in the Hall of Fame yet. They're putting fights in the Hall of Fame of guys who
still fighting.
Yeah, who's still fighting.
Well, because the fight, the way they do it is different. That fight itself is a Hall of Fame fight, not the. I guess the fighters who fought, of course, but like it's the fight. For instance, the Shogun versus Dan Henderson. That fight was put into the Hall of Fame.
All right, let's give out my top. I'm gonna give out my top 5.
Top 5 what? Fighters?
Top 5 fighters. And yes, I'm going in order. All right. I got at number 5. I got Khabib.
Number 5?
Number 5, I got Khabib.
Khabib was at number 5?
Number 4. Sheesh, who I got? Who do I have? Number 4, I'll probably put DC. Daniel Cormier.
Why? Oh, man. Go ahead. Finish
I'm going to put Daniel Cormier. Number 3, I'm going to have to put, jeez.
You said your top 5 in order as if you had it, like you had it right, like ready to go.
I just coming off the top. So I got Khabib, DC.
That's a good takedown. Maybe he is a black belt.
And then, who did I put at number 3? I feel like
switch it.
I'm tripping. Number 3, Demetrius Johnson. Okay.
Demetrius Johnson is number 3. That's crazy.
Demetrius Johnson, Anderson Silva, number 2, and then John Jones, number 1. That's my 5 right there.
You have a shitty list.
if you knew all that. Hey. I had to go off the top.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I got Khabib, DC, DJ, Anderson Silva, John Jones. I feel like that's a solid 5. That's a solid 5 right there.
No. First of all, okay, I try. Number 1, you gotta give it to John Jones. Not only that he's the GOAT as we speak, but also he was my coach in the Ultimate Fighter.
He really liked you.
No, he didn't like me, but still, I'm a clout chase a little bit. And all right, John Jones, GSP, Khabib. And the only reason why I put GSP over Khabib is because GSP, he got 2 titles in 2 different divisions, and he avenged all his losses. And I honestly feel like he just fought for his time, fought better competition than Khabib did. Then Demetrius Johnson's Anderson Silva.
If I had to change the order for Conor McGregor, I would probably put Conor McGregor. I would probably replace.
Why Conor McGregor?
No, I'm just saying because he said you have to put Conor McGregor up there for what he did for the sport. Okay,
No. You no. He's a great ambassador. He did a lot for the sport. But the greatest of all time. That's straight fight, straight skill, straight wins.
I think the only person I'll probably replace with him is DC. That's about it.
To me, the greatest of all time is saying you can go out there and beat almost anybody.
I can agree with that. Move Khabib up to 4, put Conor at 5. I could probably do that.
No. I think honestly, I feel like Khabib. I feel like Conor McGregor lost to Nate Diaz in the second fight. I really feel like Nate Diaz beat him in the second fight. So no.
All right, guys, we're gonna get back to the fight though. That was a kind of power trip we took there, but it looks like we got these Both these guys, they're just. I've seen a couple of combinations that I like. Okay, that's a good takedown. That was a good shot. That was a good shot.
Yeah, that was a good shot. Now my boy's going for a Kimura lock. He needs to open up his guard and swivel underneath him and start setting up for his Kimura trap. It's hard to finish the Kimura from half. Okay, right there, that swivel underneath. He got a dodge underneath. I mean, well, okay.
Take his back. He can take his back. Take his back. Take his back. There we. Why did he not take his back?
Well, because the guy was also holding his arm, so he couldn't get his arm out. This guy is actually pretty good on his body lock takedowns. I'm liking it.
I mean, they're heavyweights. I mean, how hard could it be?
I mean, that's a heavyweight takedown.
You put them at an angle and they just fall over.
What is it, second round?
I feel like for Pogus, if he's able to get a finish, I think that would probably put him in some good hype. Put some good hype behind him. The UFC. We already know that that he can wrestle and he's good on the ground.
He needs.
Who's the fighter you're really looking forward to seeing fight this year? Oh man, to be honest, I really do want to see John Jones for one, but the other person I really want to see get back in there is Charles Oliveira. And the reason why, I feel like, geez, if he just keeps his hands up.
It's not even hands up. His hands be up, but it's going to be away if he work on some head movement. Like, work on some boxing defense, and not just.
I would like to see Charles Oliveira come back and take back his throne, because I just like Charles Oliveira. Like, grew on me.
Yeah, I mean, like, I love him just because of his submissions. You know, being a jiu-jitsu guy, like, I love jiu-jitsu and the way he's able to implement jiu-jitsu in the sport of MMA is like, it's just beautiful. It's just weird how he keeps getting caught though with punches.
I think the reason why I think he gets caught is like when they're doing the UFC like embedded series, you see him training, and when they're training, they're just going like straight forward, just throwing at each other, and then I don't. Obviously, that's not. He needs to change that up because that's not going to pay off.
They're not working off of angles. Like, I think he really needs to pull a Jose Aldo and work on his boxing. We already know and that's the problem, I believe, with Thai boxing and MMA. I believe Thai boxing specifically. You got to understand, when I say Thai boxing, I'm not just talking about kickboxing in general. I'm talking about Thai boxing. Yeah. I really believe that Thai boxing is just not the best for MMA. It keeps you standing up. Don't get me wrong. Yes, the clinch, the knees, hard kicks, got it. But it keeps you standing too tall, no head movement, and it's just not good for MMA. I like Dutch-style kickboxing, where you can let your hands go a little bit faster, got better footwork, and you still got powerful kicks. Dutch-style kickboxing is way better for MMA than Thai boxing.
They're throwing pretty hard now. Ali got both fights must have been huge confidence. Hold on, let me get to Todd first. So what I think, what were your thoughts on the Volk and Islam fight? So Todd,
I thought Islam won.
Yeah, I thought Islam won. I thought it was maybe 3-2 or
it was 3-2.
Yeah, 3-2, or some people think 4-1, which I think it was 3-2. Definitely, of course it boosted Volk's confidence. I mean, fighting the way how he fought against Islam, it just makes me think, like, I feel like there's nobody left in the 45 pound division.
I mean, I guess you got Yair.
Yair, but I mean, I feel like Volk with the, I don't know. I could be wrong.
I think Volk is going to run through Yair, and then I think he's going to go back up and fight Islam. I think Islam needs to fight one more too, and then they can come back and reconvene, or they could run it back. I mean, it's definitely some controversial about the fight. Some people do believe Volk won. I think Islam won clearly. I thought he won clearly by the scorecards, but I thought the Volk was the better fighter.
Yeah, I agree with that. I thought Volk was the more better all around fighter than Islam. If it was just a straight grappling match, obviously Islam would have took that. But but Volkanovski was able to get back to his feet and fight his fight and even end up on top and land some good ground and pound. Me personally, I think Islam lost because he got that IV. All right.
Yeah, I want to see what's really going on with that, man. I feel like they're not really talking about that enough. But I like, is that a real thing? Is that just like street talk? Because Dan Hooker, he put that out there, but like they're saying like, is that for real? I want the nurse, because Dan Hooker said he knows the nurse that gave Islam the IV. I would love to see the nurse come out and be like, no, I did that.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way. Like they can't test for IVs.
I mean, they are what just happened.
Why are IVs illegal to rehydrate? Okay, for a couple of different reasons. Some people would tend to try to mask certain performance enhancement drugs by washing it out with an IV or diluting their system. 2, it makes people want to cut way more because they know they're going to rehydrate with an IV, which is just not safe for fighters. So they took out, and don't get me wrong, IVs are not illegal. They're only legal under certain circumstances. For instance, if you go to if you pass out, you need an IV, you can get an IV. Okay, but it has to be done under medical supervision. It can't be done by your homeboy, and it has to be done like at a hospital, something like that. So it can't be done in your room, and you got your nurse friend coming over to give you an IV. It has to be for a real reason. Maybe you got a stomach bug, and you need to give you an IV. And it has to be done to a certain amount. If you go too far over, then that's also illegal. So IVs was banned in 2016, and then it became illegal under the correct circumstances in 2019. So that's the whole IV thing. And it's probably way more detailed. I'm just running across that really fast.
Oh, he gave him a nice little throat punch. I think now that he got to go for the finish. I feel like he got focused. He got the first 2 rounds. I feel like now he just needs to finish it out. I feel like he got this fight in the bag.
These guys always throw like 1-2 punches. He need that third punch. Okay.
It sucks because I'm like, man, if you're gonna take him down, man, I don't think I've seen him get some ground and pound off. I think we may see it here.
He got him out now.
He already has, okay, so he has 1 hook.
I mean, the guy in the bottom, he's been doing a good job of understanding like positional work when it comes to being on his back. So he's not a fish out of water. I'm actually liking it.
Start landing some damage. Oh, he's holding on to the glove. That's why.
He got that wrist control. Yeah, he got that Brock Lesnar versus Frank Mir. Yeah, he needs to run the body over the wrist. That's better. That's a little better. That's not better. He gave up the half guard. He should have kept the half guard. There we go. Keep the leg.
Okay, Syndicate. Y'all might get a win here. Syndicate had a rough year last year. So to get this win, probably good. They have a lot of. I wonder why they did. Spinning elbow.
He had one of the coaches say, "Watch the elbow." Yeah.
See, he got hit. Oh, there go the spinning elbow.
See, when the coach said you got 2 minutes, they both relaxed. All right, we got too much time to be grinded. They both relaxed a little bit.
Some big boy.
Yeah.
finished Junior, call my phone because I can't find it. She had it.
Yeah, I was about to say, why don't you have everything?
Okay.
Oh, that was a nice. That was a jab. That was an eye poke. Oh man, come on, man. You need a finish, man. I feel like he has enough gas to get a finish.
Oh, that was a good uppercut. Now he needs to make sure you keep his distance. They don't smother his punches. He needs a knockout. Let's see, like, how do you know you're down on points and then you smother your punches and you get into a clinch? Like, what's the game plan with that?
He should fake the shot and come back up top.
He fell down on that one. Interesting. He took the first 2 rounds, so he should be good. But I still think it's risky when you give up a round. You never know how the judges are judging these days.
Do you guys train together? No.
Do you? Who guys?
Us.
Me and you? Yeah, I'm his coach.
No, I'm his coach.
Okay. Come on. You see who got the bigger biceps? Think about this. Think about it. You see the difference here?
He used to take TRT.
Yeah. Don't be lying on me. Don't be lying on me.
Nah, but yeah, we actually just we trained this morning. Got some what we call naked sparring, which is where
we get naked and we spar.
Yeah. Pause. But naked sparring is just we put the MMA gloves and no shin guards, just regular sparring, MMA sparring. But we're not throwing hard kicks. We're just touching, getting our movement in, and yeah.
So to give a better definition for naked sparring is like we put on fight gloves too, right? And we spar. We do everything as if it's a real fight. So we strip down. There's no shin guards. There's no protective gear. It's really good to put yourself in a fight situation, but you don't go hard. So it's a perfect way to Conor McGregor upgrade the software without damaging the hardware. That's one of the things actually I got for Conor McGregor. Actually, that naked sparring is the thing I got from Conor McGregor when Conor McGregor was the coach when he was against Uriah Faber. So maybe I may put him on my top 5.
It was a good win, but how long it makes me question on how long his contract is.
Why you say that?
Because they're not trying to fight that long. I mean, they're gonna try whenever his last fight is. If it's like that, they're gonna cut him immediately.
He said he broke his hand. Okay.
Family members that are here that you're fighting for and get to watch.
Did you ever call him?
No. Erica tried to call and then it goes straight into voicemail. I mean, she was messing with my phone. You have to get a tablet from Sharon.
Does Sharon? Does she have it?
Yeah, they have it over there.
Because when I asked her, they didn't have it.
She have it over there because that's where she went with it that day.
Getting that debut done. Now listen, the speed of your punches was on point, and now knowing that you had busted your hand in that fight, you had to rely.
Did you go in there?
That is not in there.
It's dark in here.
All right.
Let's move on to the next fight, guys.
I'm actually looking forward to this fight because, I mean, last fight you got slept.
Which one?
The Ponga.
Everybody got these weird names, man. I'm a horrible in pronunciation with these names. We need some Smiths in there.
We'll be right back, guys.
Paga versus Wright.
You're going to work on a few things in your UFC fighter officially, my friend, with a W inside the octagon. One last thing. I think we're in California with everything in my heart. We're trying to bring you guys World Championship.
She was looking at her video, so that's why I know how you was down. She's on it down.
We're going to Tony Palomino's. You know what? Thank you guys for everything, man, and see you guys next time. Jamal Polk, ladies and gentlemen. We really enjoyed Fight Week. Got what you need in his corner tonight outside of the octagon.
I mean, that was actually a pretty decent heavyweight fight. I mean, it was nothing like extravagant, but I thought they showed a good amount of mixed martial arts, to be honest with you, which is something you don't see a lot. And what I mean by that, being able to show takedowns, some submission attempts, some boxing, kickboxing, some ground and pound. I thought that fight was displayed different aspects of mixed martial arts. And sometimes the heavyweights, you just see them banging or laying on top of each other. But to see this guy go for like, I don't know, he went from like 5, 6 takedowns, get him, and then see the guy in the bottom work to get back up to his feet, you know, as a heavyweight. That's pretty impressive. So I actually thought it was a decent fight. Like I said, it was nothing big that happened too crazy, but I think technically for heavyweights, I thought it was really good. Did you find it?
Yes, she found it.
Where was it at?
Under the bed. Or under the cover.
Under the cover on her bed?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Ooh. Let's see.
Black History Month.
He said, let's see the next one. I'm going with Wright. You are? I don't know. Actually, let's see who's. Do you know who the betting favorite is?
He texted me if I already got it.
It's the betting favorite. That's what I want to know.
Oh, she does have the tablet.
This guy here, William. His name was William William the Nightmare Knight.
Don't live off of others' words, because at the end of the day, if you feel you can do something, shoot for it. The worst thing that can happen is it's not successful.
You thinking, oh, it's right?
To help protect from HIV, I prep without pills. Reduce the risk of HIV without being prepped. One every other month, just 6 times a year. In studies, Aperture was proven superior to daily prep, reducing risk.
That's an interesting commercial for ESPN. HIV.
I mean, they got it. They just. They gotta say it.
Yeah, I guess. I just like this is ESPN UFC Fight Night, and we like looking at commercials for HIV. Medicine for HIV. Okay, that's interesting.
Let's see, Punga.
Yeah, I mean, but like,
oh, this okay. So Wright does have some. He does have.
But this is ESPN app.
Oh, it's Punga.
You know, showing commercials of Nikes and fitness stuff, but to show a commercial.
They're gonna pay.
I get it. Whatever company. Yeah, that's even. Hey, listen. We know this though. All the UFC fighters and nobody got HIV because they all get tested. Yeah.
All right, Zach. Let's go. Zach.
It's like heavyweight.
Paunga. I think Zach has some good stand-up. I think he has some good footwork and movement. I just think he lacks the power, which is why he may have. Yeah, he looks different.
Isn't that the guy that got
We just talked about it. He got knocked out.
by Usman brother?
Yeah.
Oh, he dropped down to light heavyweight. Yeah, he was like, all right, this heavyweight guys.
I mean, he was always a natural heavyweight. I mean, light heavyweight.
Yeah, true. That he moved up just for the Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's also trained in Denver.
Who?
Yeah, he can't write his face with totally.
But he had good movement until he just got caught. Veteran.
I say all the NFL guys, like they don't make it in the NFL, they come to the UFC.
That's why he's 6-1. This guy's 12-4.
Interesting. All right, see how this goes. This is an interesting matchup.
Aaron Blanchfield, she's the 10th ranked. I think flyweight. Yeah, flyweight.
That'd be a big jump because what is Jessica Andrade's number 1 or 2, like 2?
3?
3.
Yeah,
Alex Uberine.
Yeah.
Interesting. He's back in Denver.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he looks good for from when he was a heavyweight. You could definitely tell he slimmed up. So he doesn't coach at Genesis?
Who? No. This is Elevation.
Oh yeah, I'm tripping. Former Texans fullback.
I just get a little confused between Elevation Fight Team and High Altitude.
So that makes sense on why he has such good footwork. He was a fullback, which, I mean, fullbacks are usually the lead blocker, but I mean, I'm pretty sure he knows how to run the ball.
You know, as long as I've been fighting guys from Denver or like having my team fight their team, I don't know the difference between High Altitude and Elevation Fight Team. It's like, are they the same team?
San Antonio.
He looks like a kid you would like. You wouldn't think he was a fighter.
Yeah.
Granted, he's tall and big, so it's not someone you would want to mess with regardless. But his face is like someone you don't think you would actually be out there fighting. He look like a
nah, he looks like a frat boy.
Yeah, like a frat boy,
yeah, frat boys. I feel like they just you get some. I don't know.
I could be totally wrong about this, but maybe I haven't seen him in close. But now I see him, his cheeks, his face do look a little bit thicker. It looks more chiseled now that I'm looking at him.
Are you asking for the Todd? Or are you saying right for who's the favorite?
He said he looks like a frat boy. He definitely looks like a frat boy, though.
Oh, yeah. He said, brah, you can't get in here unless you got the brewskis. That's my frat boy impression. Couple of brewskis. He definitely says brewskis. 100% finish rate. Woo. That's crazy. That's nuts.
I'll put the link in that group.
All right, 31, 34, 6'2", 6'2", 204, 205 and a half. Yep, 280 favorite is Zach. Dang.
And all the big guys are always like older too.
It's crazy. I wonder why they got Zach as the favorite, knowing that he's only 6-1, coming off of a knockout, and the other guy is 12-4, has 100% finish rate in the UFC.
It is also kind of interesting how the UFC went from like body armor to prime. You know, with Logan Paul and KSI. That's. I really wonder how much money they paid to get their logo.
0-4 as UFC dog. What does that mean?
0-4 as a UFC DOG dog.
Did anybody see that, or am I just tripping? 0-4 as it said 0-4 as UFC dog.
As a UFC dog. I don't know what that means.
Underdog? It has to be underdog. No, because favorite underdog. Yeah, see. Then
it should have said underdog. Well, why would it just say dog?
They said, if we just say dog, I feel like because they say favorite for the favorite and then underdog for obviously. He's one of those. He throws like those. Oh. It says that they're the same height, but for some reason it looks like it's like a little bit taller.
Well, the other guy was really low. He had a low stance.
Good elbow. Good knee. Yeah, that's a good strategy to close the distance since he likes to do all those crazy kicks, crane kicks, front teep kicks, spinning heel kicks.
When a guy gets this tall, I'm like, man, reap out the legs. Oh, there you go. Now it's all about using it, though. Okay, so at least he initiated it.
Me, I just dropped down to a double. I mean,
I think he did try when the dude got the underhook.
The other guy needs to dig for the underhook and move off the cage and turn off the cage. Which is something I think I've been getting good at.
What?
Turn off the cage.
Yeah, so like the guy against the cage, you could do one or two things. Either dig for the underhook and turn him, or frame on his head and circle towards the wizard arm. So the right should circle to the left. If you can't get the underhook and left with the wizard, you circle that way. Someone that was really good at doing that was Jose Aldo. Or you can stay pressed against the cage and don't do anything.
You should just It looks like he got a cut on the bridge of his nose. He could trip him out.
Yeah, he's doing a good job on the reaps getting there, but he's not. He's just doing it, but not like.
I feel like if
not with a purpose. You need to reap out the leg and turn him. Arm needs to actually come down around the waist when you do it, though.
See, like now he could shoot for. See, he could have shot for a double. He's like, he keeps taking punches. I love this. Nut shot. Not smiling no more.
I don't think they should stop the fight for going shots, man. You're a fighter, you should fight through that. Bink.
How hard is that, though?
Bink. Nah, it sucks. I'm joking. But I do wonder when people get groin shot if they're like serious about it. I'm like, come on, man. It really wasn't that bad. Like you can tell when someone gets.
Oh, they're gonna give him the position back.
Yeah,
I was not thinking. I thought they would have.
Yeah, if the guy did a illegal shot to the groin, you should not give him his position back. At minimum, he should lose position.
Yeah, I don't know. I would have been protesting that. Like what? Especially if my guy is obviously the one on the cage.
Yeah,
he's not looking to get off the cage. Like he's literally not doing anything to get off the cage.
That is weird. Sometimes I'll be watching fights and I'll be like, what is the guy thinking? I understand when the guy gets beat because the other guy is just better. But then I'll be like, when you're not even fighting, you're not even. That was a cut.
I mean, for how long you staying there? What else did? He said, I told you he a frat boy. He's a frat boy. He loves this. He probably jumped off the roof onto some foldable tables with a beer still in his hand.
I don't know. He kind of reminds me of Jack a little bit.
Nah, Jack don't smile.
That's true.
Yeah.
No, but like when the blood was flowing out his face, he gave me a look of what Jack would give.
You gotta move. You gotta go. Let go.
And then you go. Oh my God.
Y'all gonna make me turn to cigarettes, man. Smoking out the window. I just don't understand. Like, what is he? I would like to see what his coaches say going into the second round.
What shot are you gonna be? You can't see shit.
And then he said, "Yeah, I won that round. I won."
I like that confidence.
He's not the underdog in this one, right?
No, he is the underdog.
The white guy's the underdog?
Yeah. But he's 12-4.
The other guy just got knocked out, and it's like
that's what I'm saying. Zach, he's 6-1, and he's coming off of we're clearly seeing why he's the favorite.
Interesting.
But
what's Frat Boy's record?
12-4. Yeah, he has a good record. This is a way to tell him, like, yo, we didn't give you a slouch. Even though it's
his limited skill set. I just talk about another fight, man. What about Leon Edwards versus Kamaru Usman 3? Who you think got it?
I got Kamaru Usman.
Yeah, I don't know why people keep talking about Leon Edwards as if he has a shot.
Every fighter has a puncher shot.
I mean, for sure. Right.
He said I had a right to. I mean, it's still early, still a little bit early in the fight. He just needs to not get stuck on the cage and give himself a fighting chance. That's what he needs to do. And if Zach wants to win, he needs to get back to essentially do what he just did the first round.
Oh my God!
Which
there we go. Nah, like
he has the double underhook. How do you have the double underhooks and you give it up?
He's not trying to get off, but he is throwing.
No, that's not though. Like, you get no points for this.
You get no cool points.
Yeah, nothing. That's nothing.
You get no cool points.
In fact, it's actually even stupid to do that
because it's making the referee not want to break them.
Right. And the fact that like we already tried this the first round. There we go. Now we circling. Now, okay, interesting. That was better.
Jab. He's tired.
Yeah, so what I was saying about Leon Edwards is like, don't get me wrong. I think he does have a puncher's chance, and of course we saw that in his last fight. But
almost.
But Kamal Usman was handling him for like 3 out of the 4 rounds.
No, 4. Basically 5 out of the 4 rounds. It just happened.
He lost the first round. Yeah, he lost the first round. So 4.5. Maybe 4 3/4. And just one little mistake. I just don't think he's gonna make that same mistake. Like, without the that head kick, because I don't think Leon Edwards have knockout punching power. I mean, he probably do. Because I think anybody has punching power if you catch a person in the right place at the right time. But he hasn't knocked anyone out. So outside of a head kick, and now and Kamal Usman is not going to let that happen again.
I was looking for. Do you keep using your gloves after a fight, or do you? I like to just store them because I feel like a lot of I like to keep. I even keep my my wraps, my fight wraps. I literally have every single fight wraps from my first fight where I finished the guy in 15 seconds to my second fight where I finished the guy in 7 seconds to this last one I still had where I knocked the guy out in a minute and 18 seconds. So yeah. But I keep all my gloves at the gym, at least. Yeah. I feel like I'm gonna tell you this, man. One day you're gonna see me on the big screen, almost like Conor McGregor status, and you're gonna be like, damn, I have a pair of his fight gloves that he fought in before he made it big, and or his shorts. Then after that, I'm gonna go down in the Hall of Fame, and you could that merch is gonna be is gonna be, I don't know.
It's gonna be expensive. Yesterday's price is not today's price.
So I wouldn't miss out on it, man. Wouldn't miss out on it. What I think they said what I mean that's what Bill Russell did.
Nah, you can't wash your shorts. You wash your shorts. You wash the magic out.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to keep all the magic from the fight inside those shorts. That's what make those shorts magical. You don't want some clean shorts. You want the nice, dirty, bloody shorts.
It's crazy because Wright is still on. How long we've been talking? This guy is still on the cage.
I can literally go use the bathroom, take a poop, make a burger, make some popcorn, go check my mail, and come back, and he'll still be on the cage.
He just proved you wrong. He's off the cage. They got you.
God damn it. Hey. What do you got? You got an orange? Or a tangerine?
Jordan got to hang it up. I mean, he's 12-4. He's 12.
He's also in the light heavyweight division, which is really another weak division. So I hate when you walk off like you did something like that. That's a little annoying.
That's exactly what. He said that's exactly why I went to check him because he knew that he was going to be on the cage. Like, come on, man, you got to get off. Like, how do you not work on getting off the cage? He lost 3 in a row. Did he? So you telling me the last 3 fights? I guess it did say he was 0-4 as an underdog. So
yeah, he lost 3 in a row. Soon before.
I guess. Well,
he about to get cut.
Surprised.
I mean, even in the light heavyweight division, you like 4 in a row. Did you see that OSP got knocked out?
I
in
didn't.
49 seconds.
I didn't see it, but I did see it on the results.
Yeah. Like that's like talk about fall from grace.
Third round in 18 fights.
But then again,
how do you have all this energy, but you don't have enough energy to get off the cage?
Oh, that was a good combo. He needs to go.
Certainly has his work cut out for him. 4:40 to go. Now, Jordan Wright did land a nice smart 1-2.
This is 3 rounds?
Yeah. This is third round.
First third round of the career of Jordan Wright. That's crazy.
I ain't like that.
Yeah. Problem was like he's telegraphing coming in.
What is telegraphing?
Meaning like he's
showing it before he does it.
Yeah. He's giving signs he's gonna do it. You don't want to telegraph your move. I thought that was a cup shot.
Where's the guy?
Only smiles can win a fight. If that's it. If that's the truth, I'll be winning all my fights. I'll be smiling all day.
Haga? Is that how you say it?
I'm assuming.
Where is he from?
He's some Polynesian.
But he lives out here in Colorado.
Yeah. Oh!
Dropped him. Finished. It's like, what are you smiling for, though? Like, how do you go? Like, how are you able to go back and like, I don't know, rewatch this fight if you're Jordan Wright?
First of all, how do you make it to the co-main event and you on a 3-fight losing streak?
It's UFC Fight Night, baby. I'm telling you,
yeah, he is ass. But that's like that's how bad this card is. When you are on a 3-fight losing streak and you still the co-main event, and the other guy is on his second fight in the UFC. In his first fight, he got knocked out. That's how bad this card is.
They could have put Jim Miller up in this one.
Yeah, how come Jim Miller is not the co-main event? At least he's a legend. He's an OG.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Give me 1 second after this fight.
From the grandpa.
Now we're back on the cage.
You come. It's okay.
Now we're back on the cage. Say hi.
Hi.
Say hi.
Hi.
This is 3 generations of Smith.
It's like, now you got to go. Now you got to go for it.
These guys are making me go to sleep. This whole card, yeah, I don't want to be a complainer, but I'm going to complain. This whole card is like, it's like you have no finishes. At least the main card, right? As soon as I say it, someone gets finished. I mean, it's swinging though. It's interesting how he spent the first couple of rounds pushing him against the cage, and now the last round he wants to bang it out. This is with the time, like, you already won the fight. This time I would push you against the cage. I already won. So I'm not going to give you a chance to get a lucky punch. If I can't finish you, I'm a smother you. I'm like, all right, let me just get this win.
Thank you, Todd. We appreciate you tuning in to us for sure. Oh, at least we can give you guys something, a little something more, a little bit something more.
Yeah.
good thing is that these fights are free. So if you have ESPN Plus, so
Yeah, technically you're paying for
Yeah.
it with the app, but like you pay your full $99 a month.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Everything is too watered down.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
I just think if you just reorder it, like I mean, really, I do think that Jim Miller should have been the core main event. I don't understand how do you put these guys over Jim Miller? Explain that to me. He got like the most wins in the UFC, or like at least top something like that.
No, I think he does have the most wins in the UFC.
How do you put these guys over Jim Miller? That blows my mind.
Yeah. I guess if
Yeah, I mean,
He's pretty happy right now. You gotta come grab him.
Nene.
she's okay.
Oh,
She's okay. She's okay.
Huh?
oh snap! Decided why
My
is
son, my new son.
he's happy that I don't know why he's happy, bro. I was gonna try to make up something, but I don't know. Maybe he's happy because he's fighting for UFC and getting the paycheck to lose.
Right?
I mean, it ain't gonna be much. Probably like 10,000. Yeah.
Pay me 10,000.
Okay. I mean, I'll take 10 and 10, 12 and 12.
I mean, he's
but-
right. He's right because because coming into the UFC, and I think he came in. He didn't come through the contender, so his pay is maybe like 12 and 12, and in every fight you get paid more. But he lost his last 3.
So they still pay you 10?
Yeah.
Well, 12. He probably started 12, but I think he did have a couple wins, so he probably did move up a little bit higher. The most he's probably making is 20 and 20.
So aside of the UFC fights, it says Bobby Lashley defeats Brock Lesnar via DQ after Lesnar kicked Lashley with a low blow. WWE.
Bobby Lashley.
Long story, just a quick. Actually, not a long story short. Short story. Brock Lesnar. I met him for the first time like a couple of weeks ago, a couple of months, and I asked him for a picture, and he told me no.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
He said, yeah. Serious?
I said, and like I was like, damn. I was thinking to myself, I was like,
where at CU Boulder?
At Air Force Academy because his daughter throws for Collins, and they had a track meet.
Wait, hold on. For some reason, I feel like he told me the story, but I never asked more questions about it. So
yes, I'm a WWE fan, and see that almost broke my heart. I was like, wow. I was like, no.
So you literally went up to Brock Lesnar and asked him.
Like, no, I didn't go up to him. I went up to him, talked to him. I was like, told him that I fight, and told him that I watched him obviously fight, watched him on Ultimate Fighter, told him that you were on the Ultimate Fighter and stuff like that. Like I had a good talk with him, and then I asked him. I was like, hey, cool? Is it cool if I grab a picture with you? And he told me no.
How did he say it?
He was like, I asked him. I said, is it okay if I get a picture? And he was like, actually, no, I don't want to take a picture. And I was like, damn. Yeah, exactly. Like he left me like, speechless. I was like, okay.
That's
and from that moment, ever since then, like I just don't like Brock Lesnar, man.
I mean, it's weird because he sat down and talked to you.
Yeah, exactly. We had a full blown conversation. I'm like, yo, this be a cool little picture to get. Maybe one day I'll look back on this. Being with, being that Brock Lesnar was in the UFC, the heavyweight champ, one of the highest paid fighters in the UFC, like WWE. I'm like seeing somebody who I actually grew up watching, and I'm like, damn, that's all right, cool.
That's crazy. Cool. I didn't know that.
I mean, I knew Brock. I mean, they always said that like Brock Lesnar doesn't like to interact with fans, but that's
why we had that conversation when you talk about how like celebs don't want to interact with fans and like. Yeah. But I didn't realize you had a conversation with him.
Yeah.
It'd be different if he's like, hey man, I'm just trying to watch my daughter play.
Yeah.
And so he didn't really want to talk, but he's already talking to you.
Yeah. We was already talking, and I was like, damn.
That's crazy. Yeah.
All right.
That's embarrassing. Like, what do you do from there? Like, no, I don't want to. Like, like he's like
that. Is he as big as he is in person? Definitely not as big as what he used to be. I'll tell you that. Not as big as. Is he still big? Yeah, he's still big. I think he's 6'3". Probably he probably still walks around maybe 240, maybe 250.
Nah, he's probably bigger than that, man. Because he fought at 265. He had to cut weight to make 265.
Well, when I seen him, he didn't. Okay, he's still big, but he's not as jacked. You know, he's not as jacked as what he used to be.
That actually would have been a cool picture, but like that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy. He said no.
I was like, damn. But yeah,
like you can't even say anything after that. You can't be like, "Come on, man."
Yeah,
they get one picture, and like, it doesn't cost him. You know what it is? He may have felt that if he took a picture with you, everybody else will be wanting to take a picture.
I mean, that could have been the case, but I mean, if he would have just been like, "Hey, yo, can we?" I definitely, if you just find me after the meet or something like that, or there was nobody around us. Actually,
I wondered how busy it was.
Like it was at a track meet. Everybody is like, nobody's paying. Like nobody even can. Like I feel like nobody even realized Brock Lesnar was there.
I would not recognize Brock
Lesnar.
I'd have took a picture of him like you were like. I don't like when he's not looking. I'd be like, like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? like just cause I just took that picture. I'm like, hey, bro, and took the picture.
That was probably her easiest fight was against Lauren Murphy.
And Lauren Murphy, she's like we met her in Denver. She's really cool, man. Like,
yeah, she's really cool, but I mean,
that was not a good fight for her.
Yeah, your personality doesn't fight for you, unfortunately. Why her face like that? She was taking some punches. Who is your favorite WWE star? Hands down, the Dead Man Walking.
You should get a picture of us.
The Undertaker. Yeah, I don't know why. I just felt like Undertaker. He just had. I mean, he's been in the game for so long, and just his.
Come on, you're not gonna say Stone Cold Steve Austin. Actually, it's your video.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Stone Cold, The Rock.
No, The Rock wasn't. The funny thing about The Rock is that The Rock wasn't really that good or even that big until later on, until he actually ended up leaving the WWE. And coming back to the. He didn't start getting big in nobody. I mean, everybody knew.
Rock was the biggest WWE star when he was in WWE. What are you talking about?
I don't think so. I think he started getting.
You was too young. You was too young, man.
No, he started getting bigger when he had that little rivalry with John Cena.
No. What?
Yes.
Rock was big before John Cena was even like John Cena.
What? I mean, he was.
Oh my God! You don't know anything about WWE. You crazy? The Rock was the man years.
Does he still fight? No, the Undertaker. I think he's way past his competing times in WWE. But I definitely the American Badass version. I mean, I like that one. The Dead Man Walking. You coming now? When he came out with the motorcycle, definitely. But just the
Kurt Angle.
No, but I like the scary version of Undertaker, like when he was with what's his name, Paul Heyman, Paul was it Paul Bearer?
Yeah, Paul Bearer.
Yeah, Paul Bearer. Yeah,
Paul Heyman is the boxer promoter.
Paul Heyman, he's a
boxer promoter. Like he works with like Mayweather and promotions.
Oh yeah. Then who's the guy that they used to walk Brock Lesnar out?
I think it's the same person.
Yeah, Paul Heyman. Yeah, okay.
Paul Bearer.
No, Paul Bearer was the one. Paul Bearer, he's the one that died. He actually died, and he was the one that came out like when Undertaker, like back in the 90s.
Ed Heyman.
Yeah,
that's the boxing guy.
Paul Heyman was the one that used to. Yeah. See,
you're right. It's Ed Heyman. That's the boxing guy. All right, some chicks fights.
All right,
they at least come out and fight.
I got Aaron.
They always got good fights. I haven't seen the bad.
Yeah.
Bad female fight.
Oh, I
don't know. When I watched Raquel versus Amanda Nunes, she was just taking a beating.
Yeah, but
I got Aaron. I got Aaron.
It wasn't good. It wasn't competitive at all. It was like they should have stopped the fight.
I think she's a lot better than what I think her ground game is just may win her the fight because
I feel like if I was a girl, I would I would go the Thug Rose route and cut my hair.
Nah, the reason why
How often are they fighting?
I mean, it's easy. It's easy to.
I mean, Rose, she cut her hair. She actually got prettier when she cut her hair.
Yeah, no, she's not. Erin, yeah, she is good. She's a good fighter. I mean, like I said, she has her ground game is.
I got Jessica Andrade.
It's just her stand up. If Jessica is able to avoid the takedown, which I think Jessica, I mean, she knows how to wrestle too. So I mean, who knows? Jessica may not be scared to engage in the wrestling or the jiu-jitsu.
See what I mean? See all these people with black belts, and you like, man, I don't want to do gi. Like that's an accolade in itself.
Black belt, man, you get punched in your face.
I mean, it's just something on your resume. Jiu-jitsu black belt.
I don't know. The reason why I don't, it's just jiu-jitsu is too political, man.
How's it too political?
Y'all got to sign up for the. You got.
He's talking about your dad is a first year. What do you mean that's political?
Man, you got to do all this.
You got to do nothing. You literally got to do all this extra. Your dad is the head instructor, and he can promote you. You got to do nothing.
Both of them are black belts.
I had to do a lot to get my black belt. You just got to show up to the gym.
Nah, man, it's
like you born privilege.
Let's see. Okay, so if they're both black belts, then it's gonna come down to.
Is she 23 already a black belt?
Yeah, it's gonna come down to whoever one has the best stand up, which I think Jessica has that, or whoever has the best ground game, which I think Erin. Even though they're both black belts, there's always different levels to black belts and. In MMA,
watch out! So you don't hit the. There we go. Good job.
You can always sneak something in.
She's like the short lesbian version of Alex Pereira.
Yeah.
They're both indigenous.
What's the weight class?
135. No, 125. She did the same thing as Alex Pereira. See, like, I wonder if they're from the same. I would want to say tribe.
No, they're most. I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong. Who knows? Maybe.
Yeah. I want to know the percentage of UFC female fighters that are lesbian.
They're lesbian.
Like, is it like 60-40 or is it like 80-20? Yeah. Like, how many?
Do that for WNBA. This is gonna be a good scrap. Yeah, I am kind of curious how this one plays out. Yeah, Jessica, Andrade.
She got the second most finishes in the UFC in women's history. I wonder who got the most finishes. I really wish they always show that because that's always my next question. I wonder who got the most. If you're gonna say that his top three, I want to know who's above the person.
They got her plus 800 to win a submission. So in their words, they're not expecting her to win by submission.
Victory MMA. That's the team.
So probably Amanda Nunes. Yeah, probably it is. It may be Amanda. Yeah.
There's a fun fact about Jessica Andrade, right? She said after this last UFC contract, because her first UFC contract, she wasn't making a lot of money, even as a champion. But then she got a better contract and she got a better manager. She's making way more money. She used to have her OnlyFans page. And because she's making more money, she shut down her OnlyFans page. It's just so funny how, like, women could do that. like.
So can men.
No, us man can't. Jesus. Yeah, go on. You're not cursing like the kids.
D-I-C-K is not a curse word.
It is a curse word. You got a young lady.
It is not a curse.
Anyways,
it might be inappropriate, but it's not a curse word.
Can you say that at work?
Yeah.
You can say that in front of your clients.
I would use the word.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Thank you.
Yeah. Who's got an OnlyFans?
Jessica Andrade. She used to. She shut it down. Which is really probably nothing crazy. Probably a bunch of pictures of her like in lingerie or something like that.
Probably don't look good. Too muscular for me, for my liking. There's guys out there that like it. I feel like
is kink also a bad word?
No, it's not bad, but it's not. It's just not a. I wasn't trying to like be as like.
Somebody sitting at home watching this with their kids.
Huh? No, but it's like I don't know. I wasn't being as vulgar. Like I'm tiptoeing around certain topics.
I could use way many words. Not vulgar.
Yeah, but you saw how. Fun fact. Behind us, right? I got a picture that I got from my father that I got from his father back in the 70s. It just shows a very it shows a naked black woman, but it's artistically done. And because of the streaming, we did the streaming last time, and the company asked us to take the picture down. I guess it's too provocative. That's why you see behind us is like nothing there. It's a family heirloom. What's wrong?
Not that anybody cared.
Yeah, I care.
All right, let's go. Let's see how this first round goes.
Oh, she said no touch gloves. Interesting. You don't see that a lot in UFC. In the local regional scene, but like UFC, like, all right, man. We both professionals.
Leave him alone.
That chin is up there.
See, that's why I tried to tell you.
Yeah, they're both just like punching each other, like no head movement. Once again, I'm not trying to be sexist, but like women fighters, they never have head movement.
Later. Yeah.
Oh, that was a good time.
Aaron's getting dropped. I don't know. Let's see. Aaron's about to surprise some people. Get down.
When I see this fight, I always think, how would they match up against Valentina? And I think neither one of them would do anything against Valentina, which is the champion, of course.
Oh, she's in on the takedown. Good defense.
If I meet Mike Tyson, his name is Tyson.
She's about to shoot. I can feel it. Who? I thought she was going to shoot right there.
Gosh.
Keeping her chin going, she's not talking about it. Blanchfield taking advantage of it. Lands good shot.
Taking this fight on a one. But such a gap in there. Anything.
On 1 week's notice.
I know. I mean, I knew they did. Because they did change the fight. Oh, man. She just came in just blitzing. I would have made her run into it, too. Woo!
She's already winging her punch. She already looks semi-tired. She took this fight on a 1 week's notice, a 5-round fight. I guess a girl who's been training for this.
I mean, has she been training for this? I don't think they both. I think they both kind of took this fight, right? They both had to take this fight on like a week notice.
No, I think Blanchfield was on this card.
Mm-hmm. Either way, I mean, change from a 3-rounder to a 5-rounder. Just like what you said, she said she needed the money.
She throws her right hand like Vanderlei, like all those Brazilians. She's like always cocked back when she throws her right hand.
10th fight in the UFC to land 100 or 1,500. So, damn. Get to your wrestling. She just grabs. If I'm being, I don't know if she's just scared to go to the ground, but I'm surprised she hasn't.
I think she tried once.
Yeah. Once is not enough.
Yeah, she's trying, but it's just not. Yeah, she's trying to take it down.
You got the bag. You got the bag.
No, don't give up the bag.
Oh my.
There you go. Keep that wizard.
I guess they don't know how to.
Blanchfield was supposed to fight someone else 5 rounds, but she had to pull out. Yes, yeah. Blanchfield was she was ready for this.
Excuse me.
Oh, my legs. Ugh.
What'd you do? What'd you do?
David Payne said, it's funny that he texted me this and he could write it here, but I guess I could appreciate it. He's like, he said that we should have a split screen to where people could see what we're talking about, but
y'all would have to pay for that.
But honestly,
I think it's because of the streaming rights. That's why.
Yeah. One is streaming rights, and two, usually we're talking to people that's also watching the fights. So if you're just on Facebook watching us, and you're not watching the fights, then I can see how it doesn't make sense. But usually people that's watching this is also watching the fights with us.
So hope so.
Underway. Strike numbers very close after 5 minutes. No takedowns landing in round 1. I'm interested to see the mentality of
You can't sit there and strike with Jessica. You're just not going to. Especially if you know you don't have that same power. If I'm going to stay on the feet, I'll pop her with jabs, teeps, keeping my distance, because Jessica Andrade, she's 5'1". Like, she's even short for a flyweight.
That's why she's like moving up and down the division. She fought at what is it? Bantamweight, flyweight. Now she's in strawweight.
No, now she's in flyweight. Finished, yes. That's a good take. Oh, already the side control. Now watch, she's gonna try to go straight to crucifix. Or she's just gonna strong. Oh, she messed up.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
This man just changed the damn channel, bro.
And literally, my phone hit the remote control.
No, he no.
Hey, so when we do this stuff, man, we gotta put the remote control up. Like my phone hit the remote control. What we do? Jesus Christ. Where we at? Anyway, the fight's probably over. Jesus.
Rear naked choke. Yeah, I guess that makes her third in the world.
Thank you, Brendan. It starts with this nice inside trip.
That is a good.
And look, boom, right over, no resistance.
I told you it was gonna. If it hits the ground, it's maybe over with. And
she's just not doing that to Valentina though.
She gets the choke first, gets it behind the neck, hides it with her chin, and just goes to work.
Jeez.
That is in as tight as can be, and then you're getting flattened out onto the mat. Unreal. Wow.
It's just crazy. See, it's like Jessica Andrade is a black belt.
But I honestly think she just wasn't conditioned for it.
I honestly just think that like it doesn't matter.
All right. Well, that's that.
Well, guys, I appreciate you guys tuning into the fights with us. Hopefully, you guys were watching the fights and you guys got a better insight to what we see when we're watching the fights. Typically, when we watch the fights, we like to, break it down a little bit more. And even me, myself, I like to compare myself to some of the other fighters when I'm watching UFC fights or any Bellator, any fights that are on. But had a good. Oh, that's different.
What?
Spain and Krylov. That guy's actually good. And then Span. I said Spain. I meant to say Span. He's the guy that knocked out. What's his name with the jab? The out cold.
Yeah, I know he's talking about. I can't remember. But don't forget, guys, he'll be fighting for Fury on February 24th, right? I mean March 24th.
March 24th. Yeah, March 24th, and yeah, definitely pay attention. If you do want a shirt, we'll probably get that up there next time on the stream, and yeah, get that up there. Don't forget, guys. If you scroll down on the link or just on the live stream, there'll be the fight shorts and my fight gloves that you guys can purchase for good memories. Like I said, who knows, man? I may. Well, if I get not if, because I believe in myself. I get to that Conor McGregor status, you're gonna be like, dang, I got a pair of his gloves. And then next thing you know it, you can sell those gloves and they probably gonna run. You could probably sell them for like $1 million. Make a quick milli. No, I'm just playing, guys, but definitely I appreciate the sport and you guys tune in with us. You guys have a good rest of y'all night.